Okay, people, here's the problem that I have. I got a 2003 Ford Expedition, and my problem is this wire right here. This one right here that goes to my high side switch, pressure switch. Here's the wire right here. It comes off of this piece here, and it runs all the way back across to the other side. Well, if I plug this one into here, I got a thermocoupler that's also on this section here, which I got two wires down here. These two wires. Okay. Now this plug here is the same as the plug that I originally had plugged into here. Problem is if I don't plug the plug right here, this plug where I'm tapping my finger, if I don't plug that into there, but I plug this one coming off that thermocoupler, which shows in pictures when you buy one of them thermocouplers, you plug this plug into there, and then you got this plug left. Problem is, this plug and this plug are totally different. And the problem I'm having is when I plug this one into there, these two plugs are not plugged in. If I plug that one into there, this plug is open, and this plug, I don't have nowhere to plug this one because it will not. There are two females on the inside, and I need a male to plug into there. I have replaced the rocker arms and the lifters, the valve adjustment lash, and I took all this side apart. And when I took it apart, I actually had taken a picture of this right here, which had this one plugged into it. So it was already plugged into it when I took it apart. Problem is this thermocoupler inside of this expansion valve needs the thermocoupler, I guess, to tell the expansion valve to increase liquidization or decrease liquidization, or turn it into a gas, whichever way it goes. But yeah, there's my thermocoupler, which is right down there. This piece right down here. If I take it, yeah, that's it right there. And then, of course, like I said, these two wires right here. Got the two wires coming off of it. If anybody could tell me where these wires need to be plugged into, I had called Ford dealerships, a couple of them, and they seem to be stumped short of getting a mechanic off the floor to figure out where these wires are plugged into. Even my Haynes manual don't even show me this stuff here. If anybody else has ran into this type of problem, I sure would love to know where it's at, because I done checked the bottom, the top, I done checked everywhere. Maybe I figured I might have stuck a wire behind something when I was moving everything out to get down in here to change to take that valve cover off, and then to change out the rockers and the lifters. That went good, but now the problem is I can't get my AC down below 50. And I also changed out the dryer which is up here and here behind in front of the frame. I changed that out. I changed out the compressor. I changed out the expansion valve in the rear, because it's dual air on here. I changed out the expansion valve in the rear, but before I did all of that, I did a flush job on it. I bought the chemicals and stuff, to flush out the AC. So I flushed it out. AC was clean. There was no debris or nothing in there. And then, of course, I put everything back the way it should have been, and charged it up. Made sure there was no leaks, which I don't have no leaks, but my AC is staying at 50 degrees. Now another thing could be is the blender door. I can hear it clicking inside. I changed out the blender motor in the back. They're fixed. I've changed out the blender motor behind the dash, but I'm not for sure if there's two blender motors there or if there's just one. I did the one on top, the hardest one to get to. I did that one, but now I'm thinking maybe where the blender door the shaft goes down into the blender door. I'm thinking maybe that blender door is broken, and that's why I still hear the click click click. The blender door is not closing all the way, maybe. And if that's the case, then maybe that's why my temperature is only staying at 50 degrees and not dropping all the way down to around close to 40, where I want it. And also with that being said, these two wires up here are still stumping me. This one here and this one here. I done checked all down in there. I done checked over here underneath. Actually, I took my battery out, and I checked. I took the frame for that out. I done checked back there. I can't find a dang thing dealing with them two wires. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I might ramble a little bit, but like this is my first video post that I have done, and hopefully y'all understand what I'm trying to say about these wires down here. If you go and try to find a thermocoupler, a thermocoupler, they won't sell it by itself, but they will sell the thermocoupler with the expansion valve. It comes as one piece, and in the picture it always shows this wire right here plugged into this plugged into here. It always shows that. So that's why I'm stumped about this one here, and why this one was plugged into here when I first took everything apart. But yeah, this one right here, it was in there. So yeah, it was in there. And I'm thinking I might have unplugged this, but like I said, I've been underneath the vehicle, can't find a thing under there. I done checked all up in here. I can't find no loose wires up in here. I have checked all of them down in here. I can't find nothing. There's nothing around here that I can find that will coincide with these two here. So I appreciate it, and any help would be definitely appreciated. Maybe something like a diagram of these wires. Like I said, my wire diagram doesn't show any of this. Therefore, I'm at a loss for a wiring diagram on this. The dealerships, they are stumped over there. I always call the parts department because they usually have schematics that they can pull up, and they'll send me a schematic, which is helpful. But this particular one is 2003. It seemed like it was like an in-between year where they were phasing out the 2002s. 2003 was the limbo one, then 2004 was totally different, because this one here also says that it's got an orifice tube, and after searching a week and a half, I come to realize that the expansion valve is the orifice tube, and there is no orifice tube in here according to everybody else that says. And even when you want to order an orifice tube for this 2003, it'll let you order one, but there ain't nowhere to put it. I appreciate the help on this, and maybe somebody's got a better idea of what I'm dealing with these wires than I did. Thanks. God bless. Peace out.